And legend has it, it's because the devil comes down here of a night much more defined than it is now. It was a perfectly round circle that nothing grew in.
Deep in the heart of an ancient forest, where sunlight barely reaches through the dense trees, remarkable discoveries have been made. Findings that could completely alter our view of history and send ripples around the world. This is a tale of mystery and revelation, of secrets buried for centuries, finally ready to be uncovered. What hidden secrets lie beneath the forest floor, waiting to be uncovered? How might these ancient revelations reshape our understanding of the past? Join us as we unravel 20 mysteries found in the woods that shocked the world. Number 20. Nguma Monin. Nguma Monin is a legendary creature or cryptid reputed to inhabit the mysterious swamps and rivers of the Congo Basin, stretching across the Democratic Republic of Congo and into Cameroon. This enigmatic being is often described as resembling a prehistoric dinosaur, particularly a sauropod, known for its long neck and massive body. Witnesses claim that Nguma-monene has an unusually long neck, a small head, a lengthy tail, and a gigantic, bulky body. Some accounts suggest it features a series of humps or ridges along its back, adding to its dinosaur-like appearance. Notably, Nguma Monin is said to be both elusive and potentially aggressive, especially when its territory is intruded upon. The legend of Nguma-monene is a fascinating aspect of the region's folklore and has sparked considerable interest in cryptozoology, a field dedicated to studying hidden or legendary creatures. The creature is often compared to other famous cryptids, like the Loch Ness Monster in Scotland and Bigfoot in North America. Nguma Monin's lore is deeply embedded in the oral traditions of the Congo Basin's indigenous communities, such as the Pygmies and Bantu-speaking tribes. These groups have passed down stories of the creature through generations, each adding their interpretations and details. Some local beliefs hold that Nguma-monene possesses supernatural powers, with the ability to bring both blessings and curses. Number 19. Billy Apes.
Populatie met meer dan 100.000 apen, zelfs de grootste ter wereld. En dat was dus een unieke ontdekking.
The Billy Apes, also known as the Bondo Mystery Apes, are a fascinating and legendary group of chimpanzees that live in the Billy Forest of the Democratic Republic of Congo. Local legends describe these apes as being incredibly large and powerful.
Well, chimpanzees, as I'm sure you know, are our closest living relatives, along with bonobos.
With some stories even claiming they can kill lions. They are said to possess unique physical traits that set them apart from other chimpanzees. These apes are reported to be larger than the usual eastern chimpanzees, reaching heights of up to 5.5 feet and having foot sizes that are even bigger than those of gorillas. They also have a distinctive brow ridge, giving them a unique and striking appearance. Many people claim to have seen the Billy Apes and observed their unusual behaviors. For example, one witness saw an ape eating the carcass of a leopard, though it was not clear if the ape had killed the leopard itself. Interestingly, these apes were also seen building nests on the ground, a behavior more typical of gorillas, yet they otherwise acted like regular chimpanzees. One remarkable aspect of the Billy Apes is their apparent lack of fear of humans. This might be because they have had little contact with people, especially those carrying weapons. As researchers ventured deeper into their territory, the apes became more curious and less afraid, often approaching the scientists with interest. Number 18. The Devil's Tramping Ground. In the quiet woods near Harper's Crossroads in Bear Creek, North Carolina.
Behind me is one of the most famous haunted places in North Carolina. It's the Devil's Tramping Ground.
There's a mysterious camping spot that's steeped in eerie folklore. This place, ominously known as the Devil's Tramping Ground, has puzzled locals for generations. It's a strange patch of land where nothing has ever grown, and it's been that way for over 100 years. The barren, 40-foot-wide ring in the earth is said to be where the devil himself walks in circles at night, plotting his wicked plans to spread evil across the world. Objects left within the circle overnight mysteriously vanish by morning, as if swallowed by some unseen force. Even dogs, with their keen senses, refuse to go anywhere near this unsettling spot. Those brave, or perhaps foolish, enough to camp there have returned with chilling tales of unexplainable noises and terrifying encounters. The experiences are so disturbing that many vow never to return, adding to the legend of this creepy clearing. Yet, despite its fearsome reputation, curious adventurers continue to visit, eager to test the truth behind the terrifying tales. The Devil's Tramping Ground remains one of the most haunting and perplexing places in the United States. Number 17. 114-year-old headstone. In December 2012, a hiker was strolling through a wooded area near Davenport in Santa Cruz, California, when he noticed a stone sticking out of the ground. He had seen this stone before, over a decade earlier, but at that time, he hadn't examined it closely. On this occasion, his curiosity got the better of him. He discovered that the stone was a headstone, so he contacted the local Museum of Art and History to report his findings. What made this discovery even more unsettling was the story behind the headstone. It marked the grave of a woman named Mary Holmes, a prostitute who lived in the area during the late 19th century. Mary was known in the community but had a difficult life. Tragically, in 1897, she took her own life by ingesting carbolic acid and died outside a local saloon, with several people witnessing her final moments. Mary was buried in Evergreen Cemetery, where her death was mourned by the community. Newspaper reports from the time described her grave as being adorned with many beautiful floral tributes. However, over the years, Evergreen Cemetery fell into disrepair, and many headstones, including Mary's, have disappeared. The disappearance of Mary Holmes's headstone raises a chilling question. It's a mystery that remains unanswered, adding a layer of eerie interest to this historical tale. Number 16. Harpy Eagle. The Harpy Eagle, named after the menacing harpies of Greek mythology,
Harpy eagles are one of the biggest types of eagles in the entire world, guys. It's not gonna get...
part woman, part bird creatures known for their terrifying nature, stands as one of the most awe-inspiring and powerful birds on Earth. This apex predator dominates the rainforests of Central and South America, where it reigns supreme at the top of the food chain. What makes the Harpy Eagle particularly fearsome are its talons, which can grow up to 5 inches in length, rivaling the size and sharpness of a grizzly bear's claws. These powerful talons allow the Harpy Eagle to snatch prey as large as monkeys and sloths right out of the trees with astonishing strength. When this majestic bird takes to the skies, it spreads its enormous wings, which span an impressive 6.5 feet wide. Despite their size, Harpy Eagles are remarkably agile, able to navigate through dense forest canopies with precision. Their distinctive black and white plumage, along with a regal crown of feathers atop their heads, only adds to their imposing presence. With eyesight up to 8 times sharper than that of a human, the Harpy Eagle is a master of the skies, spotting prey from great distances and swooping down with incredible speed and accuracy. Number 15. Maroxy. The Maroxy is often described as the South American Bigfoot, a mysterious and fearsome creature said to lurk deep within the dense forests of the Amazon. Tales of this elusive being date back centuries, with indigenous tribes and early explorers reporting chilling encounters. The Maroxy is depicted as an ape-like figure, standing tall on 2 legs, with a body covered in thick, dark hair. What makes this creature particularly terrifying is its aggressive nature. Unlike other cryptids, the Maroxy is known to be hostile, and those who have reportedly faced it describe an intense feeling of dread. One of the most interesting aspects of the Maroxy is its vocalization. The creature is said to lack the ability to speak in any known human language. Instead, it emits deep, guttural groans and growls, sounds that echo eerily through the forest. These noises are believed to serve as both a warning and a means of communication among others of its kind. Some accounts suggest that the Maroxy might be a remnant of a primitive, isolated group of hominids, cut off from the rest of the world for thousands of years. Adding to the mystery, Early 20th century British explorer Percy Fawcett, who disappeared under mysterious circumstances while searching for a lost city in the Amazon, claimed to have encountered a tribe of large, hairy beings that fit the description of the Maroxy. Number 14. Olmec Head. Imagine stepping into a forest several centuries ago and stumbling upon a head protruding from the ground, its face twisted into a fierce, angry expression.
Hi, I'm Hunter Ellis. This monolith is over 30 centuries old and weighs more than 10 tons.
This eerie sight was later identified as an Olmec head. The Olmecs were a Mesoamerican civilization that lived in southern Mexico during the formative period, and they can be somewhat compared to the Mayans and Aztecs. Among these colossal heads, the largest, known as Head 1, was unearthed in the 1940s at the La Venta site in Mexico. This immense sculpture stands nearly 9 feet tall and weighs about 40,000 pounds. It's a marvel of ancient engineering, especially considering it was carved without metal tools. One interesting theory suggests that each head represents a specific Olmec ruler or deity, possibly placed at the base of pyramids as a kind of gateway to the divine realm. Despite this, the full story behind the Olmec heads remains a mystery. Each one has distinct facial features, and their precise locations are still not fully understood. What is certain is that these massive stone sculptures were left behind by the Olmec civilization, which vanished thousands of years ago. Remarkably, these sculptures have endured through the ages. Another captivating aspect is that they were carved from a single piece of basalt rock, which was transported through dense jungle, an impressive feat given the tools available at the time. Number 13. Giant snakeskin. Local legends whisper of a colossal serpent named Wessie, said to slither through the dense woods around the Prum River in Westbrook, a quiet town in America. Witnesses describe Wessie as a giant among snakes, reportedly as long as a truck, and with a head as large as a basketball. These vivid accounts have circulated for years, but until August 2016, no one had ever captured definitive proof of Wessie's existence. In August 2016, a fortunate hiker made a startling discovery while strolling through the forest: a gigantic snakeskin, stretching an astonishing 12 meters in length. The skin was promptly sent for analysis, revealing it belonged to a female green anaconda. These massive snakes are native to the tropical rainforests of South America, particularly the Amazon basin. The examination showed the anaconda was between 10 and 12 years old. Green anacondas are among the largest snakes in the world and can grow up to 30 feet in length, with some reports suggesting even larger sizes. They are known for their impressive strength and are primarily found in the swamps and marshes of the Amazon. The presence of such a snake in the forests of Westbrook suggests that it might have been bred in captivity and then released into the wild.
And that, my friends, is a 10-foot snake skin that was found in Westbrook, Maine on Saturday.
Number 12. Human skeleton. One of the most bizarre and heartbreaking stories emerged from a chilling discovery deep in a forest in Moscow's Chatura district, Russia. In April 2019, a hiker was exploring near the village of Cherasty when something unusual caught his eye: a strange dip in the forest floor, hidden beneath a layer of fallen leaves. Curiosity led him to investigate further, and as he brushed away the debris, he stumbled upon what looked like human remains. Unsure if it was some kind of sick joke, he dug a little deeper, only to uncover a real skeleton. Shocked, he immediately alerted the authorities. This grisly find marked the end of a 2-year-long mystery surrounding the disappearance of Ivan Kludarev, who had vanished without a trace in 2017. Despite extensive searches, no clues had surfaced until that fateful day. However, the discovery raised more questions than it answered. Kludarev's skeleton was found still chained and padlocked to a tree. Nearby, investigators found 5 sets of handcuffs, 3 additional chains, 6 padlocks, and a book about knots. The official explanation suggested that Kludarev had been practicing to become an escape artist and that something had gone wrong. Number 11. Holocaust artifacts. During the dark days of the 1930s and 40s, the Nazis committed unspeakable atrocities, establishing over 1,000 concentration camps across Europe. Each camp has its haunting legacy, as survivors shared stories of the unimaginable cruelty they endured. To ensure these crimes are never forgotten, many of these camps have been transformed into museums, serving as grim reminders of the past. The regions surrounding these sites are forever scarred, with their histories marked by the horrors that took place. One such camp was located near the present-day town of Stutthof, nestled in the northern Polish countryside. This camp holds the tragic distinction of being the first built outside of Germany during World War II. Over 100,000 people were imprisoned here, and more than 85,000 are believed to have lost their lives within its barbed wire fences. Recently, a group of hikers, venturing deep into the woods miles away from the former camp, stumbled upon a chilling discovery. Buried in the dirt were heaps of old shoes, tattered prison uniforms, belts, and other belongings, some stacked knee-high. It's almost unfathomable that these items remained hidden for so long, undisturbed and unnoticed. These objects were likely the personal possessions of prisoners who once suffered in the camp. But how they ended up in this remote location and the fates of their owners remain a mystery. Number 10. Zombie deer. Chronic wasting disease, often referred to as zombie deer disease, is a deeply unsettling condition that has been wreaking havoc on deer populations, especially in the Midwest of the United States. First identified in Colorado back in 1967, this disease has since spread alarmingly to 23 other states. However, its reach isn't confined to the United States. CWD has also been detected in Canadian provinces like Alberta and Saskatchewan, as well as in far-off places such as Norway, Finland, and South Korea. The culprit behind this disease is a rogue protein known as a prion, which targets the brains and nervous systems of deer. As a result, infected deer exhibit a range of troubling symptoms. One of the most striking changes is in their behavior, which becomes eerily reminiscent of zombies. These deer lose their natural wariness of humans and predators, and often engage in strange, repetitive behaviors, like walking in endless circles. Unfortunately, the disease is always fatal, and no cure or preventive measures have been found. The spread of CWD is particularly alarming because deer play a vital role in the ecosystem, especially in maintaining the health of forests. As this deadly disease continues to spread, it threatens not only the deer population, but also the delicate balance of the environments they inhabit. Number 9. The bunker. Two friends were exploring the dense woods in northern Germany when they stumbled upon a mysterious site with metal pipes jutting out of the ground. Intrigued, they decided to investigate further. After some searching, they discovered a hidden entrance, cleverly camouflaged with leaves and branches. As they ventured inside, they came across a heavy iron door, which ominously slammed shut behind them, leaving them trapped in the eerie underground world. As they cautiously navigated the seemingly endless maze of corridors, they realized that many led to dead ends. The deeper they went, the more unsettling the atmosphere became. At one point, they encountered a chilling message scrawled on a wall, the word "help" scratched into the surface. Their unease grew when they found another door, this time with the disturbing message, "Hello Satan, I love you," etched into it. The friends soon discovered dark rooms, filled with stagnant, putrid water that reeked of decay. In one of these rooms, they found an old rusty machine partially submerged in mud, with a lone shoe stuck in the muck. Adding to the eerie scene, a strange white substance dangled from the ceiling as if the room itself was slowly disintegrating. It was a place that seemed to exude pure dread, leaving them with an overwhelming sense of unease. Number 8. La Llorona. Imagine stumbling through a dense forest and suddenly spotting a girl with long, dark hair standing alone by the roadside. Her appearance is so hauntingly similar to a character from The Ring that it sends shivers down your spine. Many viewers online quickly compared her to La Llorona, a legendary figure deeply rooted in Spanish folklore. La Llorona, which translates to the Weeping Woman, is one of the most enduring and chilling figures in Latin American mythology. According to the legend, La Llorona was once a beautiful woman who, driven by heartbreak and rage, drowned her children in a river. Overcome with remorse, she now wanders the earth in search of her lost children, her cries echoing through the night. This story has been passed down through generations and remains a powerful part of the cultural heritage across Spanish-speaking communities in the Americas. The tale of La Llorona varies slightly depending on the region. In some versions, she drowned her children as an act of revenge against her unfaithful husband, hoping to punish him by taking away what he loved most. In others, the tragedy was an accident. She drowned them while trying to save them from another danger, such as a flood or wild animal. Number 7. UFO in Rio de Janeiro. A mysterious and luminous orb was observed hovering above a village in Rio de Janeiro just days after an alleged UFO crash in the same area, creating a buzz of excitement and speculation. This bright white orb made its appearance on May 18, 2020, adding an extra layer of interest to the situation. The orb's sudden appearance was particularly striking, given that it followed a reported UFO crash in Mage, Brazil, which is approximately 70 miles from Rio. Witnesses claim that this crash involved an unidentified flying object,
apparently crashed of some kind of object that came from the skies,
that fell from the sky and was quickly covered up by Brazilian authorities, fueling theories of a government cover-up. The video capturing the orb went viral, and many viewers were captivated by the sight of the strange, glowing lights suspended over the dense Brazilian forest. The orb's brightness and unusual behavior spurred numerous debates online about its origin. Adding to the mystery, some residents reported seeing additional unidentified objects falling into a nearby lake, which they insisted were not satellites or conventional aircraft. These reports, combined with the orb sighting, have led to widespread assumptions and fascination about possible extraterrestrial activity or secret government operations in the region. Number 6. German hand grenade. During both World Wars, Germany experienced so much fighting that the country needed a specialized team to deal with unexploded bombs. This team, known as the Explosive Ordnance Disposal Service, is reportedly the busiest bomb disposal unit in the world. They handle a bomb approximately every 2 weeks, as unexploded ordnance is frequently discovered across the country. On April 2021, the team was called to a forest near Passau, a city on the Austrian border, after a jogger found a suspicious transparent bag hidden in the undergrowth. Inside the bag was an object that looked like a hand grenade. The bomb disposal experts carefully examined the bag and found that what they thought was a grenade was a rubber replica.
Tell us about this, Todd.
Well, man, what we have here is a German stick grenade. It's an exact replica of a World War II.
Alongside it were a bottle of lubricant and a pack of condoms. It turned out that instead of being a dangerous war relic, the item was part of a playful scenario. The individuals involved had been engaging in activities of a very different nature than anticipated. Why they chose to leave their playful items in the forest rather than disposing of them elsewhere is unclear. Nonetheless, it was likely a more practical choice than figuring out how to recycle their items. Now it's time for today's subscriber pick. Deep in the heart of the Blackwood Forest, a place shrouded in myth and mystery, a group of hikers stumbled upon something that would change history forever. It was supposed to be a simple weekend adventure, a chance to disconnect from the world. But what they uncovered was far from ordinary. As they ventured deeper into the dense, ancient woods, they noticed an odd, unnatural clearing. In the center stood a monolithic stone structure, unlike anything they had ever seen. Carved with strange symbols and covered in moss, it seemed to pulse with an otherworldly energy. Curiosity overpowered fear as they approached, only to realize that the stones weren't just ancient, they were impossibly advanced. Suddenly, the ground beneath them rumbled. The stone structure began to glow, illuminating the dark forest with an eerie light. The symbols on the stone rearranged themselves, revealing a hidden chamber below. Inside, they found a room filled with technology that defied explanation. Devices that appeared both ancient and futuristic, as if they had been left by a civilization far more advanced than any known to history. News of the discovery spread like wildfire. Scientists from around the globe flocked to Blackwood Forest, each one more baffled than the last. The world watched in awe as experts tried to decipher the secrets of the forgotten technology. Some believed it was a remnant of a lost civilization, while others speculated it could be proof of extraterrestrial life. But the truth was far more shocking. As they decoded the symbols, they realized the chamber wasn't just a relic. It was a warning. The messages spoke of a great catastrophe, a cycle of destruction that had erased advanced civilizations before, and it was set to happen again. Could the discovery in Blackwood Forest hold the key to averting the impending disaster? Let us have your opinions in the comment below. Number 5. Free Hugs Hut. A few years ago, an unsettling image began circulating online, capturing one of the creepiest finds you could imagine in the wilderness. The photograph shows a small, dilapidated building that appears to be slowly swallowed by nature. What makes it particularly eerie is the spray-painted message on its exterior, "Free Hugs," with an arrow pointing directly at the door. Initially, many dismissed it as an elaborate prank. However, as additional photos surfaced, taken from various angles by people who had ventured to the site, it became evident that this creepy structure was indeed real. The building is rumored to be located in a secluded forest in Wisconsin, possibly near Plum City. This region is known for its dense woodlands and remote locations, making it the perfect backdrop for such a mysterious and chilling site. The area around Plum City is also known for its old logging camps and abandoned structures, adding to the interest. Despite several images of the building's exterior, no one has ventured inside to discover what lies beyond the door. This has fueled speculation and fear about what might be hiding inside. Some believe it could be a macabre joke, while others think it might be part of a more sinister plot. Number 4. Mysterious Creature. In 2012, the internet exploded with curiosity when a peculiar photo emerged, showing a strange creature lurking outside the Amarillo Zoo in Texas, USA.
The Amarillo Zoo needs your help identifying a mystery object.
Captured at approximately 30 minutes after 2 a.m., the image revealed a figure that seemed neither entirely human nor fully animal. Its appearance bore a resemblance to Bigfoot, a legendary creature known for its elusive nature. The photo was taken by a zoo employee who was working late that night. The Amarillo Zoo, known for its diverse collection of wildlife, had recently upgraded its security cameras, which may have contributed to the photo's quality. The creature appeared to be moving cautiously just outside a barbed wire fence, adding to the mystery. Assumptions about the creature's identity ranged from it being an undiscovered animal species to a cleverly disguised hoax. The photo prompted widespread debate among cryptozoologists, enthusiasts, and skeptics alike, each offering their own theories. Some suggested it might be an elaborate prank or a case of mistaken identity involving a known animal. The intrigue surrounding the image led to a surge in online discussions, making it a notable case in the annals of unexplained events. Number 3. An alien. In November 2015, something strange happened in the San Francisco Bay Area that left residents puzzled and intrigued. On a seemingly ordinary night, mysterious lights appeared in the sky, darting around in ways that seemed to defy the laws of physics. As word spread, theories exploded, with many people convinced that UFOs were visiting Earth. The situation took a bizarre turn when a resident stumbled upon something eerie in the nearby woods. She snapped a photo and shared it online, fueling even more assumptions. The woman described how she heard a chilling scream from the mysterious object and watched as it deflated slightly before going completely still. Despite widespread skepticism about it being an alien, experts from around the globe struggled to identify what it could be. While some held on to the belief that it was extraterrestrial, others offered a more grounded explanation. It was eventually suggested that the strange object might be connected to the lights in the sky, which were later identified as test launches of Trident nuclear missiles. These tests, which were loud enough to cause explosions in some areas, may have startled animals in the vicinity. What many believed to be an alien might have been the fetus of a deer or cow, whose mother had been so frightened by the lights and sounds that it tragically miscarried. Number 2. The Doll's Head. The sign at the entrance of Constitution Lakes Park in Atlanta carries a poignant message. Litter makes angels cry. This intriguing park, with its distinctive blend of urban and natural elements, sits on the site of a once bustling 19th century brick factory. Today, the park offers a rich haven for birdwatchers and wildlife enthusiasts alike. The park's focal point is the Doll's Head Trail, a fascinating short hiking path transformed into an open-air art installation. This unique trail was conceived by a local carpenter who began collecting discarded doll parts, broken toys, and various other found objects. These items were used to create quirky, imaginative art pieces scattered along the trail. Visitors are encouraged to contribute their own found objects, turning the trail into a dynamic and evolving gallery. Since the factory ceased operations in the 1950s, the area has undergone significant changes. The county acquired the property in 2003, transforming the once industrial site into a 125-acre nature preserve. This expansive transformation included the creation of paved paths and boardwalks that meander through the park's scenic ponds and wetlands. The preserve now serves as a crucial green space in the city, blending its historical roots with vibrant new life. The park also plays an important role in local ecology, providing a critical habitat for various bird species and other wildlife. Number 1. Ghost dogs. The Amazon rainforest, known for its vibrant biodiversity and hidden wonders, has always been a land of myths and legends. Yet, amidst its dense foliage and steamy undergrowth, some of these myths turn out to be grounded in reality. One such fascinating discovery is the elusive ghost dog of the Amazon. A rare species that has captured the imaginations of researchers and locals alike. These ghost dogs, also known as Adelocinus microtus, or the short-eared dog, are one of the least studied and most enigmatic canids on the planet. Their ghostly reputation stems from their extreme rarity and the limited observations made of them. They are incredibly elusive, with only a handful of documented sightings in the wild. One of the most remarkable encounters was by a scientist who managed to observe one of these dogs for a mere 20 seconds before it disappeared back into the jungle. Unlike most other canid species, Amazonian ghost dogs are solitary and rarely seen in groups. They have adapted to the dense rainforest environment with unique traits, such as their short ears and slender build, which help them navigate through thick vegetation. Their diet primarily consists of small mammals and insects, which they hunt with remarkable stealth. What are your thoughts about the surprising discovery made in the woods that stunned the world? Share your thoughts with us in the comments section below.